All right, so basically you were saying you went to high school in South San Jose.
I went to Lee High School for 2 years, and then I transferred to Willow Glen for my...
Okay. How did South San Jose impact you growing up, and how did it influence you growing up? Because, you know, out there is a lot of culture out there in San Jose, period.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, I'm not going to lie, like, I grew up in kind of like a, I wouldn't say wealthy, but affluent-ish area.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't so much like the ghetto, or, you know, I wasn't in East Side San Jose. It's not like I'm claiming to have come up from anything super crazy. I kind of had full support from my parents for basically anything I wanted to do. I used to want to be a hockey player. So they would take me to the practices, the games. I mean, that's cheap. So they were kind of willing to just support me doing whatever. And I kind of took advantage of that a little bit, and I started going a little bit crazy with the partying and the drinking and the, you know, doing all the extracurriculars and stuff like that, as any child does. I mean, we're all curious and like that. But, kind of led me down a little bit of a self-destructive path a little bit. You know, but in terms of growing up, I mean, it was great.
Okay. Because, I do know that, like, one of your big things, or, like, because the song, we'll touch on this later on in the interview, but, like, your song, the Hello, My Name Is, with the music video.
Yeah.
It's showing how much progress you've made from those days, like the high school days. Is that so? You would say, like, the high school days is kind of when you got introduced to drinking and just, like, going crazy?
Yeah. So I had an older brother, too, or I still have an older brother. Yeah. And I always just wanted to be kind of his mini-me, you know, his, like, protege. Whether he wants to admit, or whether I want to admit that to him or not, I always kind of wanted to be like, what does my brother think is cool? How am I cool to my brother? He's 4 years older than me, so when he was 21, I was 17. That's a perfect age for, you know, high school partying.
Man, I give me a bottle real quick.
Yeah, oh my gosh, bro. I was, like, throwing the parties, 300 people at my house type shit, just going absolutely fucking wild. So, what was that question?
Yeah, shit. I mean, yeah. I know. I just want to.
I still smoke weed.
Yeah. What's it called? Get like a feeling, cause the whole point of, like, that song was to show, like, how much you progressed from when you used to be heavily drinking and shit and whatnot. Yeah. And, you know, there's a lot of people in the world that are going through like issues with that too. So I guess just to start, like, your first time drinking, like, do you remember your first time feeling that feeling of, like, getting faded?
I think I actually might. It was like a Halloween party sophomore year of high school or some shit like that. And I was just, it was like the first time that I was able to, this was without my brother, so, you know, whatever. But it was the first time that I was hanging out and felt cool with the older people in the school. You know, like, because there's an age difference between, like, the upperclassmen and the lowerclassmen. They're like, we don't necessarily want to talk to these guys. But when I was drinking, I was just going up to them saying, what's good, fucking being just goofy, silly, super confident. And I was like, this is fucking sick. Little did I didn't even know that that's what I felt until years later, until I understood everything. But because it wasn't until I started going to, like, international trips, and the drinking age isn't 21, and I'm legally allowed to drink over there. And it's like, okay, all bets are off. Let's fucking go. We're about to go crazy. There's liquor in the fucking rooms in Mexico, bro. It's like, there's no way you can't.
Yeah, it's like they want you to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know,
it's where you spend the most money is when you're fucked up.
Exactly. They can have the tourist traps.
I drain my bank account.
Yeah, the tourist traps set up all in Mexico. Yeah. Man, so did you ever, like, in high school, I guess, your early days or your early drinking days or whatever, do you ever get in trouble or get caught up for drinking? No?
Yeah, the first time I got caught up in drinking trouble was 2014, and I was driving home from Gilroy, and I got pulled over for speeding, but I had been drinking a little bit at this girl's house, like, I don't know, an hour or something before. And the cops, like, said they smelled alcohol. I passed all the breathalyzer tests and the field sobriety and everything. But then when I did the breathalyzer, I blew like a fucking O2 or some shit like that. But they were like, oh, you're under 21, you can't have anything.
Yeah.
So then my license got suspended for a year from the DMV or some shit like that. It was like some weird legal thing where I didn't get a DUI, but I still got my license suspended. So that was the first time. And then fast forward to when I was in Arizona, I mean, I got arrested for breaking into somebody's apartment and fucking using their credit card. And
shit, you were wildin'.
oh yeah, it was fucking crazy. I had a cardio version on my heart. It's like where they used the shockers and they're like clear at the hospital. That was fucking crazy.
Oh, just because you like drank too much?
Yeah. I was on a binge for like 10 straight days, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, it was nothing but Steel Reserve.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, the 211s and like plastic vodka bottles. Brutal.
That's so many fuck.
Oh yeah, mania as fuck, dude. Oh my god.
Man, I remember back. I used to drink those Steel Reserves too when I just graduated high school. That shit gets you fucked up off of one, damn near.
Yeah.
And to mix it with vodka too is amazing.
Yeah, there's one part in my song where I came a long way from pouring 80 into 40. That's in Came a Long Way. And I would get the Steel Reserve, and then I would buy like a little like 375 milliliter bottle, drink a little bit of the beer, and pour that shit into it.
Man.
Oh, dude.
I
never drank for the taste, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I drank to get fucked up.
Yeah. Was that like a normal thing at your college, or was it just kind of something you wanted to just get into, or just people were just doing it all around at university? Because you could even say that when you went to AZ, it probably amplified, huh?
Yeah, I mean, when I was going to West Valley, it was pretty bad.
Wait, what's West Valley?
Community college in Saratoga.
Okay.
So when I was going there, I was like drinking in class, or like having my friends get out of their class, and then if they had an hour break, I was like, take me to the fucking liquor store at 10 a.m. or whatever. Just go get a bottle and drink it, pass out in my truck. Miss all my classes. So basically, I was gonna fail. So I took one class 3 times, failed it 3 times. I had to go somewhere else. So I disguised having to go to like Mission or some other Foothill or some shit like that.
Wait, are those other schools? Mission Foothill?
Yeah, there are other community colleges in San Jose. Oh yeah, I forgot you're not really.
Yeah, I'm not from there.
My bad.
And the people watching too.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's good though.
But yeah, so I disguised me getting like kicked out at West Valley as I'm gonna transfer to University of Arizona. Check the acceptance rates. I was like 80% acceptance rate or whatever. I was like, okay. And I'm coming from California. Of course they're gonna want California money. They're gonna accept me no matter what my GPA is, damn near. So I applied and I was like, hey mom, check this out. Instead of saying, hey mom, I got kicked out of the community college that I go to, I said, hey, check this out. I just got accepted into a university. And she was like, oh, that's great. Yeah. Of course she was, like I said earlier, my family was super supportive of everything. So she was like, of course I'm gonna support you going to college. I was the first of her sons to go to college. My older brother didn't go. So I was like, easy. Kind of a manipulative kid. Yeah. I feel like I still have a little bit of that, but I'm trying to get away from all that shit.
Yeah. And like you're aware that that was not the right thing. Yeah. It's not like that all the way now.
Yeah. And then when I got to Arizona and I was like, there's no parents here, there's nobody breathing down my back. Oh yeah, got amplified as fuck. I was like drinking in the dorm rooms. I mean, I went there and I was in the dorm rooms, and it's like you're not supposed to really drink in the dorm rooms because nobody's really 21 that lives there.
Was it called the RAs or the DA or something? The assistant or something?
Yeah, the RA, yeah.
RA's gonna get on your ass.
They were like, hey, what are you doing? I brought a 30 rack in the first like day.
Oh shit, what beer?
And they were fucking Keystone.
Oh shit, damn, yeah.
Fucking nasty, bro.
I know.
College beer.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Brought that in the first day and they were like, knocked on the door. They're like, hey, you can't have alcohol in here. I was like, well, I'm 21 years old. And they were like, oh. I was like, yeah, so get the fuck out. And then they couldn't do anything.
Damn. So you were in the dorms as a transfer student?
Yeah.
They put you
21-year-old transfer student in the dorms, dude.
I didn't know they did that because when I went to college, they put me in the other thing. But damn. So you're just a bunch of freshmen? As being 21, a bunch of freshmen?
Yeah, freshmen and sophomore transfers. I mean, I was a sophomore transfer because all the credits that I had fucked up on at West Valley. You know, I wasn't, I went to West Valley for fucking 3 or 4 years, and I only got to a transfer sophomore, which is like embarrassing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was basically the situation. And then I got arrested. I got my cardio version and went to rehab and outpatient program in Arizona. My mom was like, okay, enough with this fuckery. Like, you're either going to this rehab program or you're coming home. And I was like, I'm not going home, so I'll figure out how to do this. I'll figure out how to finesse this rehab facility. So I tried to finesse a little bit. You know, they didn't have drug testing there, but I didn't necessarily want to go if I was drunk or if I had like drinking the day before in case. Which I had eventually gotten caught for drinking there too. So I ended up like, I was like, oh yeah, I have this many days sober. And the guy that was sitting next to, I don't even know what to call him, like the leader? That sounds like cultish, you know? It's like the guy who like ran it.
Yeah.
He was sitting next to me. He's like, I smell liquor through somebody's pores right now. And he breathalyzed all of us, and I blew like a fucking 0.1 or some shit, dude. I was like, faded.
Damn.
Yeah, I was fucked up over there. So it was like hella embarrassing. And then after that, I kind of straightened up, especially after sentencing of getting arrested. They were like, we're drug testing you. And
for the DUI thing?
No, so this
or
was
you're breaking
Arizona.
the house.
Yeah. So they were like, but we're drug testing you, like, no matter what. Like every other day, you can't finesse us. And I finessed them a little bit. I never got caught with drinking, so sorry, Tucson Police Department, I finessed you.
Would you say that was your like rock bottom moment? Was that like right before you went to rehab, or like deciding when you got arrested?
Yeah. So if I could pinpoint a rock bottom, it would be that 10-day stretch or so, give or take a few days. I'm not exactly sure.
And you were 21 at the time? Or
I think that was right after I turned 23.
Okay.
Actually. So like right after, it was like I was in a relationship and that was going rocky because obviously I'm in a different state, drinking all the time, partying with fucking fine ass sorority girls. So she was like, bruh, like I know you're going crazy over there. Like, I'm not having this. So we fucking broke up.
It was a long-term thing? I mean, a long-distance thing?
Yeah, I mean, we met at West Valley. And then we just, the distance stuff and the drinking stuff, it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
And and then I went through something else. There was something else that happened in my life at that point, but I can't remember. And it was just a roller coaster of emotions. My birthday was around that time. Pretty sure there's like a holiday around that time too. Not Valentine's Day, but even Valentine's Day was there too, and I just broke it up with the girlfriend, so it's just like this whole undulation of emotions. And I was like, I'm just drinking through this whole fucking thing. So that was definitely the rock bottom moment, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, because, like, do you remember what was going through your mind when you decided you wanted to, like, break into someone's house? You're like, man, I'm just feeding.
Bruh, oh my God. Like, I didn't even want to do that shit, dude. Like, my fucking roommate, so, like, I had a roommate in the dorms. My fucking boy, Mikey, he lives in Chicago. And after the dorms, we were like, let's go live in an apartment. So we got an apartment together, and everything was going good. He was, and then after, I think maybe it was 6 months, like after the next semester, he was like, I'm gonna go back home. I'm not gonna do college anymore. I was like, fuck, all right. So he leased his room out to some fucking crazy 18-year-old. Like, it was like almost like if I'm looking back at it, it was almost like another one of me was in there with me. But I was older at the time than he was, so I was like, I had more life experience, and I was like supposed to know everything. And he was always partying. He was rushing a fraternity, so he was getting faded off the fucking alcohol and Xanax and the fucking trees, whatever combination of anything that you could think of, because the fraternity's got access over there, bro.
He's getting crossfaded.
Crossfaded.
Triple,
so like, yeah, bro. Exponentially crossfaded.
Yeah.
So he was like, one of these times he was like, I'm trying to make some money. Let's go break into somebody's apartment. And actually, we had gone to the liquor store down the street a couple of times, and on the way home, like, he would be checking door handles and shit like that on cars, and I would be like, bro, I don't want fucking anything to do with that. I'm like, I'm not that type of person. I'll do it if I have to, like, but like, I'm not trying to be a criminal,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
like, because I was never raised that way, so it's because I've never had to survive, Like, shout out to all the people who've, like, that have to fucking survive, bro. Like, those people actually have to go through some shit that I have never gone through, never will go through, hopefully won't. I haven't gone through that. So I don't know if I will ever go through that. I hope not. But shout out to those people who have actually gone through that shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. I feel the same way too. Real quick, that does definitely sound like a Xanax thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, let me break this thing real quick. I don't know if you ever did the Xans too, but like back in the day, remember I did experiment with them. You just want to steal hella shit. You just want to steal.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
so that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because he was always popping Xans, bro.
Yeah.
And they like blacked out.
Yeah.
Let's see. We were only roommates for 2 months for all this shit to go sideways. And so I never really wanted to do it, but he was like, let's fucking go do this. And he had like stolen a taser at one point, and because he was like blacked out fucking around with the taser, I had just had my heart fucking shocked. I was like, dude, I'm not trying to get tased by this fool on purpose or on accident, so I'm just gonna go with this guy and whatever.
Yeah.
Because there was also like I told him too, I was like, dude, if you ever catch me drinking again after this heart thing, like do something, because I can't be fucking drinking again. I just had my heart shocked. 2 weeks later, I was fucking drinking in my room. I didn't want him to know that. Knew he had a fucking taser. I was like, dude, I'm not trying to fucking have my heart fucked up. This dude's like psycho. I'm not trying to deal with any of that. So I went with him. I remember basically the whole fucking thing. We like went into this person's apartment, took all their fucking shit out. I'm talking like ransacked this place, and they were there, bro.
No, they were
like,
there.
They were in the apartment.
Damn, they were sleeping or something.
Yeah. So it was international students, and they even had a homie that was laying and sleeping on the floor that we would like step over.
Damn.
To like get the shit out.
Man,
TVs. PlayStation, Xbox, whatever it was, fucking money, wallets, phones.
Yeah, those international students got money, man. Their parents' money. Yeah.
Right. So that's We took their wallets to the Circle K down the street, and that's where we got caught at. So like, there was no way to catch us in the apartment. If we stayed in the apartment, we were chilling. But as soon as we left and went to the Circle K and tried to use the cards that looked like they were just like Wells Fargo cards, but now that like looking back on it, they had Chinese characters on them. So it was like a red and yellow card, but it had Chinese characters on it. And me being drunk and me being like, I don't even want to fucking be here, let me just get out of this fucking situation. Like, let me just swipe this shit and pay for these fucking jewel pods and dip. But then when they got their text message in the morning and they saw like, oh, the place is fucking ransacked, and apparently our stuff was used at Circle K down the street at fucking 2 a.m. Let's go check the security cameras. It's a fucking wrap.
Man.
It's fucking wrap, dude. And I was like, but best thing that ever happened, bro, for real. Like, can't come up unless you go down. So
That's a fact.
Take it.
That's a fact.
I'm fucking take it.
Yeah. Because so I do want to touch on too. This is kind of to spread awareness. But like, do you know what happened to your body after those 10 days that made it so like they like why would they have to put the electrical thing on your heart? Do you know what happened to your body type shit?
So I'm not sure like what the exact like diagnosis would be, but what I learned is that alcohol actually takes out the nutrients from your body. So like when you wake up in the morning and you have a fucking headache, it's because it sucks out the nutrients from your body. Or if you feel like, you know, you're dehydrated, it's because it's taking out all the moisture and the liquids from your body to try to like feed, I don't know, your liver or something like that. It takes it from somewhere and puts it somewhere else. Mm-hmm. So basically I was extremely nutrient deficient, and I wasn't drinking water and I wasn't eating too much food. I was like strictly on maybe like pasta and liquor for 10 days. So it was like, there's no substance. And I mean, pasta's all air anyways, basically. It's just carbs. Yeah. It just fucking gets burned out. So it was just taking all the nutrients from my muscles and my bones and essentially just shutting down my organs. So like I got admitted to the hospital. Like I was trying to go, I don't know if I was going to class or if I was going to whatever, but I was going onto the campus and I like almost passed out just from walking. So I went immediately to the medical center and I like almost passed out in there too. And I like had a fat panic attack. Like it was like the craziest panic attack I ever had. Like I thought I was actually dying for somehow, I don't even know how to explain that, but they sent me to the hospital and I think I was there for like 15 hours and my heart rate didn't drop below like 150, and I was just sitting in a chair or sitting in a one of those beds. So they're like, bruh, like we gotta give you the cardio version to regulate your heartbeat, or else like you could have a heart attack. Like right before, like I was they gave me like one of those jugs and I would like piss in it and it would come out looking like fucking iced tea. It was dark as fuck. Yeah, dark, super dehydrated. And then I got up to go to the bathroom right before they gave me the cardio version, and I guess they had like a monitor outside the room, and when I got up to go to the bathroom, my heart rate shot up to like 180 or 190, and they were like rushed in. They were, you got to sit down, like you have to sit down right now so that we get your heart rate down. And I guess like I could have had a heart attack like at any second. My heart could have just exploded. Yeah. So I was like, oh, thanks, fellas.
Man,
appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks. This is good, right?
Yeah. So alcohol is not, I mean, people can drink, bro. Like I don't have any problem with people who drink. They get annoying to me after maybe like an hour and a half. So I'll just like leave. But there's plenty of people who can drink and not have an issue. I'm just an addictive person. So like if I like it and it makes me feel good, I just want it all the time. So, yeah, I'm just decided I'm allergic to it. So my body just doesn't agree in any type of way, and especially after going through rehab and going through all the shit and being almost 5 years without a drink now. Like if I drank again, I would have so much anxiety immediately. Like I would probably think I would have like an anxiety, a panic attack, whatever. I'd be like so like what did I just do almost? Instead of like, all right, let's fucking relax and chill. I would be like the complete opposite end of the spectrum. I'd be like I'm not comfortable. The only way that I would be able to be comfortable is if I got fucked up, which is not what I wanted. I don't want to go from nothing to 0 to 100, you know?
Yeah, it's one of those situations where like, yeah, you can't really just have one drink, or else you're gonna feel the anxiety.
Yeah.
Man, so how long did you say you were in rehab for?
6 months.
Okay. But I wanted to ask too, because like one of the hardest parts is of course, when you're stopping, so did you kind of have to go cold turkey? I mean, I know like you got caught a few times taking some sips, but did you go cold turkey? And what was the hardest part about actually becoming fully sober?
Let's see. So the last drink I took was in 2020, and I went to rehab in 2018. So, and I was done with rehab in 6 months in 2018. So basically I was just going through with like constant withdrawals, because like I said, like when I was talking about the drug tests and the sentencing, that didn't even come until June. But I had went to the rehab in March. So I didn't have actual drug tests for, 3 months? So I was just going in and finessing the fucking rehab outpatient program, just like, all right, let's see, we got a outpatient program on, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So that means if I get fucked up on Saturday in a day fade, and they told me that it takes 80 hours, that means that I should be just about okay by Tuesday when I get here, if they want to fucking drug test me. So I was like, all right, let's just do that. And then as I got more comfortable with it, I started like, okay, maybe I can drink on this Sunday, maybe I can drink on this Monday. And that's how I got caught with the fucking, he was like, dude, who the fuck is reeking of alcohol right now? Because I drank on one of the days that my body hadn't got it out of my system yet. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, what the fuck? Yeah. And there's some shit like that. So let's see. You said what was the hardest part?
Yeah, the hardest part, or like a moment where you're like, fuck, I don't know if I can do this. But then you just
I kind of didn't really have that option, because the only other option that I gave myself was that I was gonna like go to jail, and I was like, I can't go to fucking jail, dude. Like, I'm not gonna like sit here and act like I'm super fucking hard and super tough. No, dude, I'd get fucked up in jail. Like, I'm not built for jail. Not built for any type of correctional facility. No. So I was basically like, I'm not gonna put myself in that situation. So I'll just figure out how to finesse, and then whatever. And then, like, the hardest part was being at a fucking college campus and not being able to go out as much as I wanted to, and not like go out with any of the friends that I had made. I can't socialize with anybody. And now in my head at that time, I was like, my fucking friend group is a bunch of fucking nerds. It's a bunch of people who don't drink, bro. I'm like, bro, I drink. I'm like, I'm not like any of these people. Like, it doesn't really even make sense. Like,
so you switched up who you surrounded with?
Yeah, I had to. Yeah, so I was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the rehab facility told me you have to go to this many meetings in a week, which I think was like maybe 1 or 2. And there was some on campus, so that was cool. And then, fuck, dude, like, it's in Tucson, it's basically the school, and then maybe like a half-mile radius in any direction is parties, like party houses. Maybe not every single one, but like there's parties everywhere. So I'm fucking sitting at home, not able to smoke until I got my med card. Oh, yeah. Not able to drink, miserable as fuck in a party city. I came there to party. I was like, this is fucking so miserable. I'm listening to everybody outside getting faded. Fine ass girls walking up and down the street just sounding like they just want to get fucked. I'm like, bro, and I can't even do anything about it. Like, I just gotta fucking sit in here and take my fucking lickings and fucking loser. So that was tough.
Yeah, that sounds tough. I'm not even gonna. That sounds
so
tough.
bad.
Yeah, that sounds
like,
fuck.
I was like, what am I even here for?
Yeah.
What am I even here for?
It's like the biggest temptations are there too, because it's so easy to just be like, you know what, fuck it, just start turning up, going down.
And that's still tough too, because I'm like 5 years almost removed from drinking, and I'm like, I owe it to myself to try and fucking go out and drink again, just so that I can make up for that lost time. That's one side of my head that says that. But then the other side says, well, since 2020 you haven't drank. Look at all the opportunities that you've gotten. Look at all the fucking things that I've created, all the people that I've met, all the places that I've gone. And that's everything that I was talking about what I wanted to do when I was drinking. It's like, I didn't become the person that I wanted to be when I was drinking until I stopped drinking. So it's like...
Can you speak on that too? So yeah, what do you mean by that? You didn't become the person you wanted to be until you stopped drinking?
Yeah, bro, like, I always wanted, like, when I was... It seems like when I was drinking, I always wanted to be somebody else. Like, I'm always like, I'm relatively sociable and, you know, talkative, and I can open up to whoever, whatever. But it seems like when I was drinking, like, there was a whole different side that came out where it was like, I want to be a fucking freestyler or whatever. You know, it wasn't really freestyle because I would just write music.
Yeah.
And then just like spit it for somebody when we were just like fucked up, and they would be impressed by it, you know, because it was like something new. Or I would always be like, oh, I can't wait to, you know, be an actor in this, or I can't wait to go and see this place and do this. And I never got it. I never achieved it until after I stopped drinking. So it's like, and I didn't even realize that until, and that's the thing, is that everybody wants the answers right away. It's like, there's answers, like you have questions, and like, why the fuck is this happening right now? And you won't even know the answer until years later, bro. And it's like frustrating, but at this like point in my life, with everything that I've gone through and everything that I've seen, like, because I just sit inside and I analyze a bunch of shit. So I'm like, damn, that happened because I did this. That happened because that happened. That happened here because this. I'm like, bro, I'm not even gonna question it. I'm just gonna let it happen. I mean, I can still be like, fuck. Like, I want so much shit. Like, I want to do so much stuff. But maybe it's just not the right time, I guess. You know, whatever. So I'll just stay with, like, not drinking. I mean, as much as I want to go back and think that I owe it to myself, it's like, it's not worth the fucking initial anxiety attack. It's not worth starting over at zero. It's not worth losing everything, because it's not like I would just be able to be this. Like, if I went home and drank, I wouldn't feel like this when I woke up, and I wouldn't feel like this for another however long, because I would be thinking about, dude, I just lost against this battle.
Yeah.
I just lost this fucking battle.
It's like 5 years for what?
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck, bro? And then it would be even worse, because I'd be like, of course, bro. Of course I couldn't do it, because I'm a fucking alcoholic. I can't do anything right, bro. Of course I fucking couldn't be sober. And it's like, how does that even make any sense? But that's just like the detrimental mind fuck that the disease gave me. And I mean, I know, I'm aware of it. So as long as I don't go back to it, I should be all right.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay, I wanted to ask two more questions on the subject before, because we didn't even talk about the music yet. But, so the first question is, do you notice, or can you remember, like, any differences in feelings? Like, maybe are you more clear-headed now? Do you feel like your brain was more foggy then? Like, do you notice anything different? Like, how you think, your thinking patterns? Because, you know, I did hear a lot about, like, how alcohol can make you kind of dumber if in excessive amounts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was definitely dumb. See, that's a little bit sticky, because I still smoke hella trees.
Yeah.
Like, I smoke all the fucking time. And I still get anxiety from the weed. Or maybe it's from the chops, I mean, or the mokes or whatever
yeah.
people call them. So, but I'm a lot more aware of certain emotions, and I'm a lot more motivated to do like the things that I actually enjoy doing. So like for the emotional part, like I was never like a super, which is crazy because my family was always like super supportive, but I was always kind of like, I want to be by myself. I just want to be alone. Yeah, they're going fucking wild over there, bro.
Yeah.
They are going crazy.
Man, I know.
Oh, you're being fucking sentimental and shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Can't wait to edit this.
That's fucking tight.
Kind of hope it gets the audio.
That's fucking tight. So basically, I mean, I'm super aware of like love these days, and like how people are only here for a short time. So like when I was drinking, I didn't really care that, like, you know, I wasn't hanging out with my friends, because I was like, I'm just drinking and fucking doing my own shit because I'm fucking whatever. I didn't really care that I wasn't gonna go see. There was one time where my great grandma she was like just about to pass away, and my dad was like, let's go up to wherever she was and go see her. And I was too busy the day before getting fucked up, and I didn't go see my grandma, my great grandma. Now, you know, she's gone. So it's like stuff like that where I have a lot more awareness of like love in the people around me. And it's like I just want, and I can see in other people that they have it, but they don't feel it, you know? And it's like I wish everybody could just feel compassion and love and just like want the best for each other. And there's some times where I don't want the best for people, obviously. I mean, I'm not like super like, oh, I want you to do so good, I want you to do way better than me. It's like I'm still like a Michael Jordan type of person where it's like, oh, you're doing good. Yeah. You think you're doing good? Well, I'm about to do fucking 10 times better than you. But it's still gonna be, even if it's like with friends, I can see my friends and I can still support them, but still internally want to be better than them. So I take that like in sobriety now a lot more than what I did back when I was drinking.
Okay.
Also.
Yeah, okay. And then I guess, the last question on that is for the people, because, you know, there is still a lot of people that are like our age too that are still struggling with this problem. So what's your best advice to people? Say I'm like 21 and your shoes when you were back in the day. You can't stop drinking every day and getting drunk. But I know I want to stop. I know it's not good for me if I keep going. I just don't know what to do, how to stop. What would be your advice to those people?
So I got a couple things. I got change the people who you surround yourself with. That's probably the toughest one, because we always like to go back to what's comfortable and the people that are comfortable. We never really like to be by ourselves. I've been by myself for the last 4 years, so I'm kind of cool with it. I kind of actually feel weird when I'm with people now. I'm trying to get a little bit out of that, so like this year I'm trying to go outside a little bit more and socialize. And I haven't really been wanting to do that because a lot of it is going to the bars, and I don't necessarily want to go out and socialize with people, or I didn't want to. And now I'm starting to get into it where I'm okay with going out, and I'm responsible enough to take myself out of a situation if I get a craving, which are few and far between. I kind of crave the memories. I don't crave the feeling anymore. Because as soon as I start thinking about it, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fucking have an anxiety attack just fucking thinking about drinking right now. I'd say start being healthy, go to the gym, and drink a shit ton of water.
No, yeah.
I got this thing, bro, in 2018. I've had this thing the whole time since. Tank shit, bro. I mean, yeah, bro. This thing has been beat the fuck up. BPA free, it says. So I basically wanted this because when I got my cardio version, they said I was super dehydrated because I wasn't drinking. and I got the cardio version, and then I had to go to rehab, and then I started going to the gym, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to be dehydrated anymore. So I started getting plastic bottles from like the dollar bottles from the dollar store. And I was like, I'm not gonna, I kind of was like, I don't want to use as much plastic, so I'm just gonna get this thing. So now I just carry this around. I've had it for 7 years. I mean, it's been washed, but I definitely should probably get a new one. It's been beat the fuck up.
Fuck it. It's
You know, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm always, and I have separation anxiety from this thing. If I don't have this around, I get like, where's my water at? Where's my closest access to H2O? Because I need that, or else I go back to what happened last time I didn't have water. I had a fucking cardio version. So I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna go without it. And then the last thing I'd say is, in my rehab facility, they told me that using, because it's substances, all substances I get, well, not all, I'm not sure, but when you use substances, you mostly want to drink when you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. So I would just say, be aware of how you're feeling when you want to drink, or, you know, I don't know, I would assume it's the same if you're trying to go and stop meth or fucking crack or anything like that. So I'd say, what was that? Change your surroundings, be healthy, and be aware of how you're feeling.
Yeah. All right, that's solid.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So I want to get into the music part now too. So so let's talk about how did you get into making music? Because your first video was the homies, for the homies, right?
Yeah,
for the homies. Yeah. But you dropped some songs before that, right? You dropped a couple, or that was your first song? Actually.
That was the first project. So that was off the freshman year EP, and that was essentially all. So what got me into music was my friend Flute Digger. He is a savage on the flute. I'm talking like probably top 5 flutists in the world.
He was in that video, right? He was in one of your videos.
Yeah,
he has like the braids or the dreads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he kills the fucking flute. And he got me into it at West Valley, so that's where I met him at. Which, in the Hi, My Name is Justin song, I say, shoot, I don't even remember the lyrics, but I said something about flute. He saved my life with this rap shit. I would be down bad. My boy always loved that. We started from liquor and dope glasses, so I basically like was drinking in class. And this dude, didn't know him. I was like, yo, you want a shot of this Fireball? And he's like, fuck it. Boom. Boys ever since. Started hanging out with him. We started making music. And I've just been kind of doing it ever since.
Okay. But did you ever would you ever be interested, like when you were a kid, freestyling, or like what made you just want to do music, start rapping?
There was a time in high school when I would put up like freestyle videos, but they were kind of just like raps that I had found, and then I would just do them over a beat and post them on like my Facebook. And I mean, like the feedback was cool, but it wasn't. And like I don't know, the feedback was actually pretty positive, but I never really like pursued it because I was always into hockey. I was like, oh, that's cool, like whatever. And then after like the hockey, between the hockey and the music was acting, so I wasn't even really like focused on the rap music at all until I started hanging out with Flute, and we started doing all this shit. And then I went to college. Never came out with any music until I went to college, or not after. I never came out with any music until after I graduated college, but I was writing a shit ton. Like I was just writing stupid college party bars or stupid fucking just dumb rhymes. Anything that rhymed. Didn't even have to like actually be accurate. You know, I could talk about guns in the early days, but it was, I mean, I never actually had experience with it. It was just kind of like writing it out. And then the freshman year EP was basically after I had gotten sober, I was like, I'm gonna take all the fucking shit that I wrote, figure out what it kind of fits in these like categories, and then I'll write songs depending on what I got. And then I got 6 songs out of it, and a video.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, that's cool. Looking back on it, it's kind of like, that's a tough start. It was like, that was a brutal project. But I think it might just be because I have so much, like I hold myself to such a high standard with storytelling and authenticity and stuff now, where the stuff that I would do back in the day where it wasn't authentic and I was just saying random shit, I'm like, that's, get that out of here. So yeah, that was the first project though.
Okay. And then so eventually you transitioned into now you're a serious rapper. You're actively seeking opportunities. Like you're going to events. I remember I seen you at the All-Star Weekend event. We was in there with Kevon Looney and NBA players. Like I'd be seeing you places, and now you're dropping projects. You have your whole flyer thing that you gave me.
Oh, the resume,
I still got
right?
that too. Yeah, the resume, I was like, that shit got me hyped. But so what was the transition? What was your transition from just being someone that's just rapping for whatever? Now you're actually a serious artist.
So, like I said earlier, I'm like a super analytical person in my sobriety. So, my artistic inspiration is Mac Miller. He's my fucking dope. Like,
What's your favorite Mac Miller songs or era? I mean, of course, that album is a classic.
I don't even have. See, it's like I can't even. Well, I'll say "When in Rome" because I tattooed it on my body.
Okay.
But I can't even give an accurate, like, answer because it all depends. Like, he has an answer and an articulation for anything that I'm feeling. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be from an early project, an unreleased project, like a fucking random side project, anything. And I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And then after he passed away, I fucking downloaded, I think I downloaded 700 or 800 Mac Miller songs. And I think I listened to that daily for like the early days of sobriety. Because I know that he was going through his shit. So I was like, okay, well, how can I find somebody that's fucking, like, that understands what I'm going through? And I'd listened to him in high school, you know, like Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza. That was the first song I ever listened to by Mac Miller.
Yeah.
I was like, this dude is sick as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And he's only 3 years older than me. That's tight.
Mm-hmm.
So after I listened to all these songs, and it's almost like I feel like I almost listened to all the answers that he gave. Where now I'm sure I could go back and listen to him again and find new interpretations and find new answers for what he was saying. But after I had done that, I started, you know, I was still writing and stuff like that. There was a project that I tried to come out with between 2022 and 2023 that just never got finished. There was like a engineer artist, you know, kind of dispute and stuff like that, so we never got it finished. But that doesn't mean I was done writing. I was like, I wasn't gonna let that situation fucking like stop me from writing. So as I was still writing, I mean, as all these rappers say, bro, as like J. Cole says it, Larussell says it, as the more you fucking write, the better you get. So I was like, I'm just gonna fucking keep writing. I don't exactly know what I'm writing for. I don't really know what I'm writing about. Because every single time that I wrote something, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna write something better than that. What the fuck? Like, that was sick as fuck. How the fuck am I supposed to write something better? So I would always try to find something better. And also try to find these answers within myself. Because I couldn't go to my prophet anymore. You know, Mac passed away, he wasn't making new music. I couldn't find any unreleased shit. And I was like, fuck, bro. Just gotta keep writing, keep being authentic, keep analyzing how I'm feeling and my emotions and being aware of my emotions. And every single day with this sobriety, comfortable with the not drinking anyways. I think the weed actually helps me with thinking. Because there's no way that I'd be comfortable sitting at home stone cold sober. Like, there's no way. I gotta do something. I'd be like, dude, what the fuck? So I'm cool with sitting down and thinking and being like, how do I solve this problem? What's the answer to this? I see this result. How did I get there? And how do I make the next time I get that result better? If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, just trying to just keep at it, keep chipping away. And it just so happened to get into a point where I wanted to be talking about my sobriety through the music. Because it seemed like anytime I would talk about sobriety or like not drinking, somebody could relate to it. So it's like, I don't drink. Why? Because I'm a fucking recovering alcoholic. And they're like, oh shit. Like, I'm a fucking alcoholic too, bro. It's like, oh, sick. They're like, that's crazy that you actually just said that out loud to me, like in public. I'm like, oh, well, I don't give a shit because I'm allergic to it and it's not gonna fucking have this power over me, bro. Like, everybody's always like, you gotta keep it to yourself and you gotta keep it to yourself. It's like, that shit's that's like saying this thing has control over you. You can't let anybody see it. I'm like, bro, this shit doesn't have control over me. I'm a fucking alcoholic and I'm proud of it, bro. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? All I am is a fucking addict. And what? Who gives a shit? Like, most addicts are artists. And I'm still an addict, bro. I just changed what I'm addicted to. I changed it to, I'm addicted to fucking creating shit. All I want to do is create shit. All I want to do is like be on business mode. All I want to do is like appreciate the people around me. Like, it's like, so once I started being like, I want to put that into the music, that was like the end of 2023. I was like, this is it right here. Yeah. And then Jelly Roll, like, my dad told me to watch a fucking Jelly Roll documentary. You know Jelly Roll? And I was like, this is the same shit. This is the same exact shit that I'm talking about. I was like, all right, it's a fucking rap, bro. This dude just won fucking New Artist of the Year a couple of years ago. He's 40. I'm like, and he doesn't, I'm like, no offense to Jelly Roll, but he doesn't fucking play the guitar. He doesn't play the fucking piano. He just sits up there and he stands up there and he fucking sings. He's got a great voice, got a great message. But it's almost like, I feel like if he can do it, I can fucking do it. If Mac Miller was able to talk about it, I can fucking do it. It's like, bro, let's go. Yeah. It's rap. Yeah. You just gotta just not be, you just gotta be willing to be vulnerable. That's it. I mean, it's sometimes it's embarrassing, bro. Like, there's been some times where I've had like people be put off that I say it. They're like, hey, you know, like, I'm in the program. We're not supposed to talk about that stuff. Really? In a serious tone. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Yeah. Like, I'm like, that's fucking whack. Man, that shit the fuck out of here. Like, I'm gonna say it even louder now for the people in the back, because there's hella people out there suffering in silence, bro. The people out there that don't know where to go. I felt like that before. Before I ever went to an AA meeting, I was like, dude, nobody knows how I fucking feel right now. Nobody knows that I feel like worthless in my own skin. Nobody knows that I feel like I can't make friends unless I'm faded. Nobody knows that I feel like I can't do this and that. And it's like, so I'll say it in the fucking music, bro. Like, there's no roses in my garden. It's just facts. Like, it's not pretty. Yeah. And I know that.
Yeah, because you literally made a whole song about it. You made a whole album about it. So I wanted to touch on that. What led to... We'll start with the My Name Is video, because, I'm going to link it, but it's pretty much a music video at an AA meeting, which is, it's hella unique and creative. So what gave you that idea, and how were you able to do that, and what's the real message behind that video?
So basically, I wrote the song from the perspective of somebody being at like a support group meeting for the first time, or like somebody, basically. Somebody who's going to talk about like themselves and they don't really know what to talk about. They just know that their life is fucking shit. It's like, so as I was writing it, I was kind of like just figuring out how to, all I had to do was just put my genuine emotions and feelings and experiences on the paper in rhythmic scheme. And I was like, okay, I think this has got some potential, but I need a video that basically is what the song is. And I was like, I fucking remember seeing a video like this when I was growing up. What fucking video was it? And it was When I'm Gone by Eminem. So he basically had the same, if you watch that video and you watch my video, you'd probably be like, that's the same, like you'd be like, that's exactly where you got the video from, because it's exactly where I got the video from. So it's like this, it's this exact same setup. Dude at the fucking meeting to set the scene. I'm sitting there in the background, people are fucking applauding. Somebody comes up, says he wants to go. Yeah, I want to do it. And it was basically just so that it's basically for the people who are suffering in silence to know that they got somebody. But it's also for the people that are going there too, who are going through it like, I'm on the right fucking path here. And then it's also for people who are not like really into it. Maybe they're not an alcoholic, but they can drink, you know, like I know plenty of people who don't have a fucking problem with drinking. So maybe they want to just know what it's like to be in the mind of an alcoholic or an addict, and they want to understand a little bit more about what we go through. So that was the more genuine thought for the entire project. But yeah, the video is just setting the scene for it. I mean, I could probably have made that exact video for every one of the songs, because they all fit the same thing.
Yeah. And I want to know too, like, what was the response or the feedback from the people? Like, did you get a handful of people being like, oh, this is corny, or a handful of people being like, this is what I needed, or like a mixture, or was it, like one over the other?
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm still doing promo for that. I mean, I'm not doing so much with the posting about it, but I still have old videos doing advertisements on like Instagram and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And even still, initially and even still for the past year and a half, I think, is when I did this video, it's a lot of people that say, I needed this, or this feels like a song that directly sounds like I wrote it, or like, thank you for this, or I've been going through this and I needed guidance, or I needed whatever. It's a lot of people that are thankful. There's maybe like 1% of people that are like, this is dumb as fuck. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah, everyone's crazy.
I'm cool with the engagement. I'll take the engagement. Yeah. It's not for everybody. It's not like I make music that's going to be good for everybody.
Yeah. Exactly. But shit. I guess, so it's just a good talk. We got like an hour of footage here, but before we wrap it up, did you want to let the people know anything you got coming, or like any last messages, etc.?
Well, I guess that depends on how deep you want to get into what I've got on the plate, bro.
Let's talk about it. Fuck it. Because I booked it till 8. It's already, till 9. But shit, we got some. Fuck it.
Because I'm working on a motherfucking song. Because like this year for me is all about exponential progression. Whether it be shows, features, collaborations, content, strategies, interviews. Yes, exactly. I think I'm doing pretty well so far. So I did the Mr. Fab song. I have a song with Mr. Fab that I dropped in January. And then the next one is going to be motherfucking Larussell.
You want it on a song?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
So that should be coming out later this month.
Okay.
Still working on that with my boy. Produced by DJ Idea. So he's pretty fucking popping in the Bay.
Yeah.
Larussell's pretty popping in the Bay. I don't think there's any other San Jose artists that had a Larussell feature, at least from my research.
I don't think so.
I don't see Lazy Boy in Larussell. I don't see Snow the Product in Larussell. I don't see anybody else in Larussell. I see Young Hoff.
He's the first one. Wow, man.
Shit. So I'm trying to make sure people know that I'm serious as fuck about the music, about everything. So that's just one aspect of the operation.
Okay. Yeah. What else? And other than that, though, like any music, like let the people know where to find you. Any last messages, but also like any music.
Yeah. So find me on social media at Young Hoff for real. YOUNGHOFF4REAL. YouTube at Young Hoff TV. So let's see what we got. Streaming services, Young Hoff. Soon to be Justin Hoffman too. I'm gonna do.
Oh, you're changing it?
I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do like a rap side and an acoustic side where I do singing.
Interesting.
Because that's another thing actually. So like after the rap stuff is all like exhausted from the vault, because there's like fucking 2 years worth of rap shit that I still need to like just offload. Then I'm gonna start getting into my acoustic singing.